host, Amanda Weldin.
And I'm your other host, Kelsie Lee.
Oh, and I'm yet your third host, Daniel Hinds, and this Stories Podchat is coming to you simultaneously in audio and video. What do you guys think?
Like it.
It's great. It's so much fun.
And I don't want to talk your ear off, but I have a very special guest today.
Who is it?
Who could it be?
Well, I think he's here now. Hold on 1 second. I got to get to the door.
Where's he going?
I don't know. I wonder who's going to come back.
I see movement.
Yeah. I wonder what this mystery person will be wearing.
Maybe I need my glasses to see this.
It's me, Brock Rackets, here to talk brackets.
Brock
Hello,
Rackets.
Mr. Rackets.
I did not know that you looked like a jack-o'-lantern.
Well, today's bracket is Halloween related, so this is just a little bit of Halloween fun.
Very spooky.
All right. Well, I'm very excited to hear about this Halloween bracket.
Well, I can't do the whole thing in costume. Of course, you know what the real Brock Rackets looks like. So, oh man, yeah. Sorry, the costume messed my hair a little bit, but of course, I'm Brock Rackets here to talk brackets.
Hello, Mr. Rackets.
That's
Hello.
my little dog. I think I have to let her out.
Okay. You're stuck to the oh.
You hear the breathing?
Yep.
You can't hear the breathing because I'm hard at work cooking up brackets in my bracket factory, much like every day.
Your bractory?
Frankly, that's disrespectful.
No.
Now, you might notice in the screen, we have the bracket fights. That's right. We are doing the most popular Halloween candy. We've narrowed it down to the most popular nationally in the good old US of A. I know they have different candy, different parts of the world, but this is the most popular trick-or-treating candy in the United States. Are you guys ready to do a candy bracket?
Yeah,
I sure am. Yes.
How
Sounds
sweet it
sweet.
is. Don't step on Brock Rackets jokes. Here we go. First up. Hershey Kisses versus Kit Kats. Can you guys see that graphic?
Yeah, and it's a Kit Kat all the way.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, on the one hand, a Hershey Kiss is kind of a tease. You know, it's just like a little bit of chocolate that isn't really enough chocolate. On the other hand, a Kit Kat is a dumb cookie, and I don't like it. I don't like the crunchiness of it.
I love the crunchiness of it, and I think that a Hershey Kiss is, like you said, it's a kiss. It's a brief moment of chocolate that doesn't last long enough, and I do not want them in my trick-or-treat bag. It feels like, Nana emptied out her candy drawer to make room for something different, like swirled mints, and I would prefer a Kit Kat every day, all day, 100% of the time.
Okay. I kind of forgot that we were talking specifically about Halloween candy and about what we would prefer to receive in our trick-or-treat bag. And if that is the case, I agree that a Hershey Kiss does not belong there. I would probably prefer to eat a Hershey Kiss over a Kit Kat. I just don't really like the crunchiness of a Kit Kat bar. But I would prefer to receive a Kit Kat in my trick-or-treat bag because it is very good for trading. Because I can get somebody else's candy with my
I didn't even think of
Kit Kat
trading
bar.
purposes. That's going to bring a unique take to this bracket.
Well, so yeah, I mean, with that in mind, I think that I agree that we can choose Kit Kat over Hershey Kiss.
And we can maybe kiss it goodbye.
Did you just step on Brock Rackets' joke again?
You did again. That was my joke, but it's okay. I will break you off a little piece of it because Kit Kat's moving on.
Good one.
Good job.
Next up, we have two juggernauts. We're talking Reese's Peanut Butter Cups versus classic M&Ms. And for the sake of this bracket, you can also include peanut M&Ms. We're talking general M&Ms.
No! Oh, you've made this so challenging because those are my two ultimate favorite candies.
You're a peanut butter person.
I guess so, at least in terms of like Halloween candy for sure.
Okay.
I feel guilty about that because I'm aware that there are many people with peanut allergies, but I for sure love peanut M&Ms and Reese's peanut butter cups are two of my absolute favorite candies. And when it was Reese's versus just plain M&Ms, easy. It's Reese's all the way. Plain M&Ms are kind of whatever. I just eat them when everything else is gone. But because Reese's is perfect. I think it's one of the best candies ever in the history of candies.
I also love Reese's.
Okay.
I do not like a peanut M&M.
Oh, this is like I also really like peanut M&Ms in trick or treat candy. I also like them as a regular candy because the thing about a peanut M&M is that one time a nutritionist told me that they're like kind of the healthiest candy, or like the best thing you can get out of a vending machine because of all of the protein and the fiber from the peanut. Yeah. So I don't feel guilty.
Don't like it.
Oh, I just I don't feel guilty eating it. I can just eat like giant bags of peanut M&Ms and be like, it's fine. It's pretty healthy. Which it's still candy. It's still bad for your teeth and etc. But I love a peanut M&M.
I do not like a peanut M&M, and I do not like a peanut in my candy, and that's going to be an apparent message that you're going to be receiving throughout the night. I do not think a peanut needs to be in a candy. I do, however, like a peanut butter candy. A peanut butter M&M is something that I really enjoy. I also like the pretzel M&Ms, which are not that popular, but I really like those. You know what I love even more than a traditional Reese's cup is a Halloween themed Reese's when they do the Christmas tree, when they do the pumpkin, when they do the egg. Yes. The ratio, superb.
Yes. I love a themed candy in general. I love holiday candy specifically. I feel like it makes the candy just taste so much better when it's in a fun shape.
I would agree with that. So I'm going to vote. I also do like a plain M&M. Don't get me wrong. And I'll tell a little tidbit, if you will. Do you want to hear it?
I love a tidbit.
Our uncle's brother, so not our uncle, but our uncle's brother.
Call him an uncle-in-law, why don't you?
An uncle. He's not an uncle-in-law. It's not right. Worked for the M&M company.
M&M Mars. And he brought lots of candy.
Well, yes, but we also got to try M&M minis before they hit the market.
What? Isn't that incredible?
Amazing? Isn't that amazing?
Yes. What a remarkable moment in history that you got to be present for.
I know.
Wow.
Don't say it too loud or the M&M goon squad will come track them down for pressing out those precious little babies.
They were so good. I do like M&Ms. I love an M&M. Like you said, if someone's like, you want an M&M, I'm going to be like, sure.
Yeah. Candy's good. Yeah.
Am I going to buy an M&M at the store? No.
Never. Peanut M&M.
I buy a Reese's all day.
Yeah. Reese's, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sounds like Reese's is moving on. M&M's melt in your mouth, but not in this bracket. Next up, we have two classics of caramel. Two beautiful, caramel, however you say it. They're great candies. It's Milky Way versus Twix.
It's Milky Way for me.
Okay, me too. Because you talked about how you are not going to be a fan of peanut in a candy at any time during this bracket. I don't enjoy a crunchy candy as much as I enjoy a gooey candy or just something smooth. I don't really like it when the candy has like a cookie or something in it, like a Kit Kat, like I already said. It has whatever that is in there. And then Twix is the same thing. Twix is almost as good as Milky Way. Yeah, it's a wafer and it's stupid.
It's a cookie. Twix is a cookie and it's delicious.
No, Kit Kat's a wafer.
Oh, yeah.
Kit Kats are wafers, yes.
Right.
It's a crunch. I don't like a crunch. I love Milky Way. That's probably my favorite of all of the bars, like the candy bars.
I also love a Milky Way, but I do like a crunchy candy, and I do like a Twix even. I will eat them, and I'm happy to do it. What I like about Milky Way is that I love the nougat paired with the caramel. Like a Three Musketeers, I don't need just the nougat. I don't need it. I don't need it. But the caramel and the nougat combo, one might say out of this world. I don't know.
Yes.
Much like the Milky Way itself, Twix, it's 2-on-1, and still you came up short. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Milky Way's moving on.
Milky Way.
Next up, we have two of the other classics, the perennial favorite Snickers versus it's kind of fallen out of favor, but not with me and not with those who have good taste. But I repeat myself, the Butterfinger.
I already know what's going to happen here.
What's going to happen, Kelsie?
Amanda does not like a Butterfinger. It has a crunchy middle.
It's like your entire mouth dries up when you eat a Butterfingers. It's so crunchy and it just like soaks up all of the like moisture in your mouth and it's just so dry. And I don't dislike the flavor. I do not prefer a Butterfinger to a Snickers. Snickers is better.
Here's the thing. With these two candies, I'm not eating either. You give it to me. I'm saying, here you go to the closest person who will take it off my hands. Don't even need to trade it. I'm not going to eat it. Not a chance. I don't like a Snickers. I don't like a Butterfinger. For the sake of decision making, a Snickers looks more appealing because, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't eat it. It has the caramel.
It does have the caramel. Butterfinger has a peanut butter taste.
Yeah. I would agree with Amanda. I don't like it.
It's so dry. It needs a gooey element. It needs some kind of gooey goo.
Totally
Your
agree.
mouth brings the moisture. The Butterfinger brings the flavor, but I can see I will not sway you. And besides, Snickers has maybe the best ice cream version of a candy bar. Have you ever had the Snickers ice cream bar?
A Snickers
heard
of this
bar.
world.
Amazing.
All right.
Amazing.
No one
Snickers,
except.
Well, let me just add here. Also, Snickers has a good ad campaign.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're too young to remember when Butterfinger had the great Bart Simpson as its mascot.
Oh, I do remember that.
Well, it looks like you're not going to lay a finger on this Butterfinger because it's out of the tournament.
Goodbye.
Next up, we're going to finish out the sweet side of our bracket. They're both sweet. I meant the chocolate side of our bracket with round 2, Kit Kat versus Reese's.
Wait, we're not going to go to the other side?
We are at the end. That's how this bracket works.
Wow. Okay. This is a lot. This right here I knew was going to be a hard matchup for me because I love both of these candies. I love a Kit Kat. I love a Reese's. Those are the two things I want to receive the most of in the chocolate family for my trick or treat.
Yes. I don't have the same feeling and I pick Reese's hands down.
I'm happy to give it to her because honestly, I love them both. And you know what I love about both of them too is the mini version. Do you know the minis that you can buy?
Like mini minis, the teeny tiny ones that are unwrapped?
The teeny tiny ones. I do not like the mid-sized one. Mm-hmm. The mid-sized Reese's that they do for like Christmas.
Yeah, with the different colored wrappers.
Yeah, I don't like those. But the ones that come in the bag where they're unwrapped, those minis, I love to get a Reese's, the minis, and the Kit Kats, the minis. Mix them up, have a little movie night.
Whoa. That sounds
what you want to.
Decadent.
But I
will
will
agree. Did you ever push
agree.
the middle?
What?
I was going to say, did you ever push the middle out of your Reese's and make little glasses out of them?
Of course. I mean, I lived with you growing up, so.
Yeah. Well, I needed them to read, Kelsie. Looks like Reese's is moving on. Kit Kat, we all love you, but you're just not a top tier candy.
You are.
Give me a break. Next up, two perennial favorites. One with nuts, the other the same, but no nuts. It's Milky Way and Snickers.
Milky Way.
Milky Way!
And I know that's unpopular. I know that the world is going to vote Snickers. I know that. But you happen to be in a bracket with two people who don't care about
I like a Snickers, but I don't really want abrupt texture changes in any of my foods. I want it to be squishy all the way through or crunchy all the way through or just like a handful of nuts maybe, but like Snickers is good. The flavor profile again, good. But
you like a peanut.
And I like peanuts. I will say Yeah, I prefer a Milky Way. It's the sensory experience is more enjoyable for me, so I prefer Milky Way.
Milky Way, you're out of this world. Snickers, you're nuts. Get out of here.
Goodbye.
And finally, for our chocolate champion, Reese's versus Milky Way.
Reese's.
Yeah, that's hard though. I like both of those, and like looking at both of them, I just want to eat them. I want to eat them. So for me, it's kind of a tie, but I'm good with Reese's. Moving on.
I think Reese's is just the ultimate Halloween candy. Just to throw in my 2 cents, I know you mentioned it earlier, but those Halloween pumpkins they do, the ratio of peanut butter to chocolate is so perfect. Christmas trees are also great, but the pumpkins they just hit different, and it's phenomenal.
The pumpkins, the Christmas trees, and don't forget Easter. You got those eggs? Come on, man.
Yeah.
The cat snuck down, Amanda. It's going to scare you in a second.
No, I know. I know.
That's our cat, George. My cat, George. Amanda's visiting. And it's a lady cat named George Lucas, after the great George Lucas of Star Wars fame. And she just likes to explore. She doesn't get to go down to the basement often. So she's really just taking advantage of the opportunity. But, much like George, Reese's, you're great. Milky Way, in another world, maybe.
Goodbye.
And moving on to the non-chocolate side of our bracket, these are what you would call, I don't know, fruit candies, just kind of the sugar-forward candies, non-chocolate. And to start up, we got what I would call two of my childhood favorites, and I think this is true for a lot of people. We got Starburst versus the Blow Pop. Off the jump, I got to ask you guys, Blow Pops or
Tootsie Pops?
Tootsie Pops, yeah.
Blow Pops.
Tootsie Pops, 100%.
Tootsie Pops are the thing that you eat if there's nothing else available. Blow Pops are the thing you eat when you're a star.
No, Blow Pops are harder. First of all, Blow Pops are a weirder shape, and they're harder to keep in your mouth for a long time. And also, the gum in the middle is bad. It's like, what is even the point of getting to the middle to have this stupid gum? It's like gross and always too chewy and not, like, you can't blow bubbles with it. So Blow Pop is a misnomer. I really like a Tootsie Pop. Tootsie Pop, the maroon specifically is perfect. Second place is the brighter red. And also they had like a scavenger hunt thing on their wrappers, I think, for a while when we were little, and I loved that. A Tootsie Pop is more reasonable to finish during a class time as well. In school, because I would eat them in school, I guess.
I think that you're wrong. I think Blow Pops are better.
Right, so let's say it's Tootsie Pop. All right, so this category, it's Tootsie Pops and Blow Pops. It's the two pops you get in your Halloween bag versus Starburst.
I'm going to go with Starburst anyway.
I never got the big... I will also say this whole side of the bracket is going to be my less preferred candy. I'm a chocolate person all the way. And I never really got the big deal with Starburst. I think that they always had like, people loved Starburst a lot, and I just like didn't that much. And a lot of times I think I would eat them when they're kind of stale. So like kind of hard and like not very good. Yeah, I don't know. Just that's the Halloween candy that I would wait to eat until like the end of November, and then it would be like not good anymore. I would definitely, of these two, I prefer a Blow Pop, even though I prefer Tootsie Pop over Blow Pop. I prefer a pop experience in general. So I would go with Blow Pop.
I would choose Starburst.
Ooh. I guess I'll have to come break this tie. Starburst, delicious, a lot of good flavors, and something rare, I think, in a mixed fruit bag like that. Not really a bad flavor in the bunch.
You're wrong. Yellow's the bad flavor, but
yellow is the bad flavor. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm checking my notes. Sounds like I'm wrong. So I guess we're gonna go with the pops, because that's also what I love. Give me a good Blow Pop. Give me a Tootsie Pop. Give me a Whistle Pop. I just want a novelty pop.
Okay.
Hey, also Ring Pops.
Oh, Ring Pops.
Ring Pops are great.
Love them.
Don't get a lot of those at Halloween, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't.
You have to buy one a piece. I feel like it's not. Yeah. People don't buy them in bulk.
Gotta order them in bulk, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got two chewy classics, two fruity bastions of the candy world. It is the Sour Patch Kid versus the Skittles.
It's Skittles for me.
Oh no.
It's Skittles for me 150%. I love Skittles. And I do not like Sour Patch Kids. They burn your little tongue.
I love the burn. I like Sour Patch Kids. I like it when the candy is like slightly unpleasant at first and then gets great. I also like that each one of them is like an experience. I feel like it takes you a really long time to eat Sour Patch Kids, which I guess I'm always looking for like a lot of bang for my buck, kind of like. So I want a candy that lasts a while, and I feel like Skittles you can just eat really fast. And they get stuck in your teeth sometimes.
I like Skittles. One of my dad's friends growing up called me Skittle because that's
cute.
What I ate the most.
Oh,
as a child, allegedly.
Allegedly and factually.
And factually, I love them. Taste the rainbow, delicious.
I like the slogan "Taste the Rainbow," and I feel like they've had a lot of. I prefer their ad campaigns over the Sour Patch Kids ad campaigns. Yeah.
Skittles has great ads. You remember the man who turned everything he touched turned to Skittles?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great one.
It's Skittles. Come on. It's Skittles.
I will allow it because I don't really like any of these candies that much. I like them fine, but like I like chocolate.
And Sour Patch Kids burn your tongue.
Sour Patch Kids.
Right. I like a sour candy. They do burn your tongue a little bit, but I think Skittles just is a classic for a reason. I like a tropical Skittle. I like the pastel Skittles, which might be tropical.
The wild berries. The wild
berries. Skittles are just great. And Sour Patch Kids will see you somewhere over the rainbow if you just sing me a little bit of that.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Goodbye.
Goodbye indeed. Next up is the sticky, too hard to chew, but delicious nonetheless Jolly Rancher versus a similar sticky candy, but adorable and comes in a little school, the Swedish Fish.
Going back to my preference for candy that takes a long time to eat, I prefer a Jolly Rancher, specifically blue or green. I don't really care to get them in my trick-or-treat bag.
I also prefer a Jolly Rancher. I don't know that I've ever actually gotten a little one, but you know how they make the bigger ones? The like long, flat ones? No?
Long, flat Jolly Ranchers?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them, but they're not in your Halloween bag very often.
That's the only kind I've ever gotten in my Halloween bag.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
So, but are you more into Swedish Fish?
I don't like Swedish Fish.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, Dad's going to be upset about that because that's his favorite.
It's our dad's favorite candy. Well, me and Dan's, not Mr. Rackets' dad.
That's right. All right. So that's it? Just Swedish Fish? Out?
No. Yeah, Swedish Fish are out.
Yeah.
They're swimming away.
All right. Again, just stepping on every joke. They're swimming away. You're caught in a net. You're fished out. You're belly up, green in the gills, whatever you want to say, Swedish Fish. You're gone.
You just picked them, though. Oh, there you go.
I clicked them once, and then I fixed it right away. That's just the kind of pro I am. Next up, we have, this is double bubble, but just consider it gum. We have gum versus candy corn. And I'd also, in candy corn, I'd include the candy pumpkins that are the same but different shape.
I love that meme that is a picture of candy corn, and it says, "Do you know what you should do with candy corn?" And the answer is throw it in the trash, because I hate it so much. So much. I hate it. It's disgusting. I can't believe people eat it. I really can't.
I don't buy candy corn, but if it's around, like I'll
Who's
eat some.
getting candy corn in a trick-or-treat bag? What are they sprinkling it in?
I don't know. I feel like it's most of the time it's just like in a bowl at a party or something.
Gross.
You know,
it's like a mixed nut.
I used to get it in little plastic bags. They'd have like little plastic bags of candy corn in the trick-or-treating.
Gross. I probably wouldn't have even taken them. I hate it so much.
I hate double bubble. I recognize that you said all of the gum.
All gum.
And
what about
I
a
do
Bazooka
love,
Joe?
No.
Ooh.
Well, Bazooka Joe, those are the ones with the little comics on them.
Little comics, yeah.
I like those.
Zebra
Bubble
gum
gum
with
is
the little
best.
tattoos.
Okay.
See?
I mean, I don't dislike it's I like gum and I love blowing bubbles. Double bubble, similar to the blow pop misnomer, because that gum is so like tough. Like it gets really, it's like so sugary. It gets really, really tough like right away when all the sugar like disappears, or I don't really know. But then you can't blow a bubble with it, and it's frustrating.
Well,
and then
maybe
I don't like
you
it.
can't blow a bubble with it, but
I can.
I think I could too.
You know what I'm upset about? Can I tell you?
Yeah.
That Laffy Taffy wasn't on the bracket, because that's the thing that I probably like to pull out of the bag the most.
Why?
I love the pink Laffy Taffy, and you don't really like buy it in a store because I don't know, you just don't. So when
You could.
my daughter goes trick or treat and the bowl looks like something that she's not super interested in, and there's Laffy Taffy, she knows to get me a pink Laffy Taffy. She doesn't like it, but she knows I
Laffy
do.
Taffy is good. It didn't make the top 8
I know it
non-chocolate
didn't.
candies, unfortunately. So
No, I know.
bubblegum, candy corn. We need an answer.
I'm also sad that Nerds didn't make it.
I like
Nerds
nerds.
also good. You're seeing those less and less. I think nerds have gotten too expensive for people over the years.
I love nerd rope. There's like
Yes.
Nerd rope, again,
It's so
Do you know
excellent.
what they sell?
You don't see it at trick or treat time.
But do you know what they sell, Amanda? They
What?
sell these nerd gummy clusters. So it's like nerd rope, but bites. So you get like a little bite of a nerd's rope. I get those sometimes in the grocery store.
Yeah, that
Those are
sounds great.
delicious.
Yeah,
Those sound
are
really good.
I hate candy corn. For me, it's
I-
gum all the way. Even though I don't really like getting gum at Halloween, I would still. You'd have to like pay me to eat candy corn.
Yeah. I don't have bad feelings about candy corn, and also sort of enjoy the aesthetic of candy corn, and I like there's a nostalgia element for me, I think.
The aesthetic is fine. The decoration
Yeah.
of a candy corn, fine.
And I feel like candy corn, that's really what it's most suitable for. Again, I'll eat a couple pieces of it, but mostly because I have like poor impulse control. If it's around, I'll just like eat it. Like, but it's not really a preference. I like gum. I don't like double bubble. I like gum. Oh, I like Big League Chew. Big League Chew
Ooh. I
is
like Big
very
League
good.
Chew.
Yeah.
Big League Chew,
Good
excellent
one.
gum. Again,
Yeah.
don't much see it at Halloween, but I think we need to move on. It's gum
Oh,
all
That's
the
fine.
way.
It can be gum.
How about bubble tape?
Bubble tape,
is
also
so
great.
Yes.
I also love that it came in its own dispenser. I really love a candy
Yeah.
that has like an accessory.
Yes.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
candy corn, you're on the cob. We're off the cob. Either way, you're out of this bracket. Next
Goodbye.
up, we have Blow Pops and Tootsie Pops versus Skittles.
Skittles.
Blow pops.
Either of you care to elaborate?
Skittles are so much better. They're so much better. I can't even believe that someone would choose a lollipop over a Skittle.
Blow pops take longer to eat. More bang for your buck.
You can suck on a Skittle.
Ew, no, I don't want to.
You can.
You
But
can,
you
and they
can
turn
suck
white.
on a sucker. That's what they're for. It's like
Okay, well, you can also bite a sucker. People do that too.
I know.
So,
It's
She
also
doesn't care
because I
for
like
them.
the green apple flavor. I like the green apple blow pop.
you know what you said earlier about how the Starbursts have no bad flavor, and we both said, no, yellow. I personally feel like Skittles don't have
Green.
a bad flavor.
It's green. Green is the bad
No.
flavor. Yes.
The green is yummy. No,
No.
it's good. No,
I don't
you're
like
not-
it.
See, I don't think
All
so.
right, well, I have to step in here, and unfortunately, we're going to taste the rainbow. Skittles, you're moving on.
Yes.
Blow Pops, you're great, but it's just Skittles is a Halloween favorite.
Get
And
out
now
of here,
down to these
lollipop.
guys that I can already tell are not going to get beyond the next round. So let's just figure out which of these, the Jolly Ranchers you don't really like or the gum you don't really like.
I guess for me, I'm going to say gum.
Oh, I was gonna say Jolly Ranchers.
Well,
You got
I think
Skittles.
it's got to be Jolly Ranchers. On Halloween, you get like just a loose fistful of Jolly Ranchers kind of thrown in.
Yeah, I
It's
think you
nice.
could get one or two.
I feel like you get the gum. It's in like a medley. The gum comes in like a Halloween
Yeah, I know,
bag
with like the
medley.
dum dums and like other. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. But that doesn't feel that great. Those kind of feel like a cheaper alternative. You know what I mean? When you get those, like when you get like the non-branded candy, it's like, oh, some gum and like a candy necklace and something. You're like,
ooh, no,
Candy
you're
necklace
talking to
is
the
great.
wrong. You're
No,
talking to
yeah.
the wrong people about candy jewelry, buddy.
Candy jewelry is so much fun. It tastes great and it
We-
looks great too.
Love a candy jewel. We already said that about a ring pop. If you want to give me a
Yes.
candy necklace, like, no
and that's
brainer.
a candy that takes so long to eat. You can eat it all day long.
Yeah.
but then you
You might
land
have
like a
sticking
spit
necklace.
rope on you once you eat it off the rope. It's just
Doesn't
a
matter.
spitty rope.
I don't think
Doesn't
it really,
matter.
it's never bothered me.
Doesn't matter.
All right, Jolly Ranchers, you're moving on.
Goodbye, gum.
I'm not really sure how we got there, but I do remember that's the decision. So this one, should I just click Skittles now and put
Skittles!
Jolly Ranchers out of their misery?
It's Skittles. I'm sorry. Jolly Ranchers, you know what? I do enjoy a Jolly Rancher when I eat one. It's
Blue or
just-
green?
Oh, I like blue or pink.
Okay.
I always
like
love
blue
like an
or green.
electric blue candy. Any like
Mhm.
it's usually blue raspberry, or
raspberry.
whatever else it might be. It's just
I like-
great. I like
Yeah. Blue raspberry or green apple. Both really good flavors. in
blue
my opinion.
raspberry.
Like
Doesn't
green
exist
apple.
in the world. Not a real thing, but we all know what it tastes like.
Mhm.
Delicious.
Delicious. Skittles, you are
Delicious.
the winner of the non-chocolate bracket of the Sugar Soldiers. And up for the
Ooh.
final battle, it is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, all Halloween variations,
hmm
versus Skittles.
Now, let me
Not
ask
really
you a
a-
question.
Okay.
Does Reese's Cups include Reese's Pieces?
No.
No, it does not. Reese's Pieces are not very popular, unfortunately.
I don't like them.
Well, I'm
Just
glad you
curious.
asked then.
I know that Amanda wants a Reese's.
I do.
And I'm not opposed to having a Reese's. The thing is, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in for a candy. If I'm going to choose a Skittle or if I'm going to choose a Reese's. And I'm going to agree with something Amanda said earlier about longevity. A Skittle is a longer experience. So if I'm going somewhere where I need something like a sporting event where I might need, something to continually snack on,
Like a
maybe
movie
I would
theater.
choose a Skittle. No, a movie theater, I would never buy a Skittle.
All right.
Never.
What's your
I'm a
go-to movie
chocolate-
candy then? Chocolate?
If I go to a movie, I'm getting a Lindt chocolate bar, or I'm getting Bunch of Crunch.
Ooh, I love
Bunch
Bunch
of
of Crunch. I'm a Raisinets man, though.
Raisinets
Yeah.
are great. Snow Caps are great. Junior Mints are great.
Junior
Sure.
Mints,
Ooh, love a Junior Mint.
like a
You don't
York
even have to brush
peppermint
your
patty.
teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I had a York peppermint patty today.
Yum.
Really?
It's
You don't
really
just see those around. When we were kids, we used to have those a lot because our father's a firefighter, and at the fire station, they always had a big bowl of them for whatever reason.
It's true. And they also had Skittles, though.
Oh.
So
Don't know why.
to eat.
Yeah, well, to eat is a great guess. So
For
where
fun.
do we land on this? We got Reese's and Skittles. Wait, Amanda, what's your movie candy?
I already just said. I said that my movie candies are Snow Caps or Raisinets or Junior Mints.
Yeah.
Do you ever like a big bag of like the cheap gummy candy? Because sometimes I like those, like the $1 a bag gummy
I
worms
like.
or a gummy,
I really like
a gummy
worms.
shark,
I
maybe
like
a thick
peach
one.
rings. Not a gummy shark. Ew.
Gummy
Oh,
sharks are good.
Santa
Peach
likes
rings are
the
good.
peach rings.
Peach rings are really good. I'm talking about this and I'm realizing that I really like a lot of candy. I really like candy
Yeah,
as a
candy's great.
genre.
I like candy too.
Of these
Um,
two candies, my argument for I hear what you're saying about having the bag of Skittles, that it's something that you can like eat over the
Yeah.
course of a day, which I think is a very compelling argument as a person who enjoys candy that takes longer to eat. I enjoy the experience of eating a Reese's more. I agree that like it comes in a package of 2 and each of them feels like a commitment, like you're eating it and it's like the whole
You
peanut
have
butter
to eat
cup
it now.
is,
Like you're not going to have a
Yeah.
bite of a 1 cup and then put
Right.
it down. That's weird.
Yes. I still prefer that over the Skittles just from a flavor perspective.
Yeah, I think most of the time I would prefer the chocolate too. I also love chocolate. Like I said, my go-to movie candies really are just a full chocolate bar, the Bunch of Crunch because I do love a crunch, or the Reese's Mini Kit Kat Mini combo.
Mm.
So
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm never buying Skittles for a movie. Never.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
And when I pass out candy, I'm a chocolate fan, but I like to give full bars. And a lot of times, these little kids, I have a very busy trick-or-treater street. We see upwards of 200 kids every year, no exaggeration. And but I like to give full bars to everybody. So what I do is Airheads. It's a good compromise, I think. Something a little different than what everybody else is. Just a full-size Airhead. Again, you get the electric blue is amazing. The watermelon's great. You get the white mystery.
The white
everybody
Mystery
loves.
is so fun. That's the
Mystery
best
is
one.
so fun.
I love
So
the
wait,
mystery
what
is the
flavor in
white mystery?
general.
What do you think the white mystery is? Because I've
I
heard
know what
theories.
the white mystery is. I could tell you if you'd like.
What is it?
Okay, go ahead.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, when they're switching over the machines between flavors,
That's
it's really
what I
hard.
heard.
It's hard to get all the flavor out at first. So they do an in-between batch that's white mystery. That's just the two flavors mixed together when they switch it over.
That's what I've heard too. So I think that sounds right to me.
Oh.
Could be an urban legend, but I choose to believe it because it's there's sort of a magic to that. It means that
Yeah.
no two white mysteries will be the same.
That's pretty cool.
Weird.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Kind of magic if you think about it, just like Halloween itself.
I love Halloween. I really do.
Yeah.
Listen, Halloween's great, but I'm Brock Rackets here to talk brackets. So we get to know what's your champion.
I think Reese's has to be the champion.
I appreciate that you feel this way because I also do. I pick Reese's.
I love Reese's.
Yes.
So.
I love Skittles too. I haven't said very many nice things about Skittles, but I do love a Skittle.
No, you haven't. You haven't.
I know, I'm sorry. And the truth is that too, especially when we're talking about fun size candies, like I like all of the candies that come in little bags. I think they're fun.
True. But you know what? Sometimes a fun size isn't so fun. It's too small.
I know.
Like a crunch. You know what I don't like in fun size? Like a crunch bar.
Crunch bar is not sufficient.
I want a big crunch bar if I'm going to eat one.
I do love a fun size Twix because you can kind of pop the whole thing in and let it melt in your mouth. Great experience.
Not for me.
You know what? What I don't love as much is the fun size Reese's cups. I'd rather have one single cup than one of the taller, thicker Reese's.
That's what we said. Those ones we Amanda and I associated with Christmas when they come in all the different colors. Those aren't for me. I do.
They're fine. They're fine.
But a Reese's pumpkin's where it's at. A Reese's pumpkin.
Yes.
Delish.
Or the single cup that you get in your
cup
bag. Yeah.
You're right.
I like that.
Well, Reese's is the winner of this bracket. Again, I'm Brock Rackets, talking brackets with these fine young women. And next up, I guess I just want to say before we sign off, what's your favorite candy? If you were just going to go to the store, you get one candy. It can be a fancy candy. It can be a non-fancy candy. What's your one candy? You go to the store. Let me actually bring it back a little bit. You're a kid, right? And you beg your parent, and they say, "Okay, you can get one candy bar." Grocery store checkout. It's decision time. Under the gun. What do you want?
Wait.
Am I a kid or am I an adult? Because it's a different answer.
And also, does it have to come from the grocery store? Because I have a specific answer that is not.
No. Okay, let's take that back again. Just the candy bar you'd buy. Forget about the grocery store thing. I didn't mean to throw you off.
Yes. Okay. Should I go first?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love a chocolate covered gummy bear. They have them at like the kind of candy stores where you have to scoop into a bag, and this surprises me because I don't particularly love gummy bears necessarily, but something about a chocolate covered gummy bear is just like,
no, that's a great texture.
Perfect.
That's disgusting.
It's so good. It's so
don't
good.
Candy shame her. What's your favorite then?
I already said it. It's the same as it was earlier. It's a Lindt milk chocolate bar, the flat one. We're not talking truffles. We're not talking rectangle, like thick rectangle thing that you get at the checkout. We're talking full flat milk chocolate Lindt bar. So good.
For me, what I usually get, I think, is one of the Reese's variants, like the bars or the big cups or the pretzel cups or any of those. I'm a Reese's man. I'm brand loyal to Reese's. Any new Reese's product that comes out, I'm running to that store to buy one.
Do you remember when they did like the M&M thing? The big wasn't there like an M&M Reese's cup thing?
It was Reese's Pieces inside a Reese's cup.
Was it? That makes more sense.
Yeah, and it was great.
Same thing.
Yeah, they're similar.
I love a Reese's Pieces.
Well, to be fair, I would
No.
take a peanut butter M&M over a Reese's Pieces all day.
Yeah.
A
Peanut
peanut
M&M
butter
has
M&M?
the peanut. Yeah, that has the peanut butter I crave. The
Yeah.
peanut butter M&Ms.
Peanut butter M&Ms are really good.
I like
Really
a regular.
good.
I like peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, I
Well-
like peanuts.
It's okay.
You know what? Everybody can decide their own, and I hope
Yeah.
you all out there listening have a great Halloween and get all kinds of candy, and I hope you trade it, and I hope you save some. I wasn't a big saver. Mine was mostly gone by night 2 or 3.
That's like
Did you
my
guys
brother.
save
I would
yours?
keep mine until December. I would have it. I would sort it out and label it in different bags, and then I was very meticulous and methodical.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, you would eat mine.
That checks out.
out.
Hey,
So-
that's called an older brother tax, and everybody's gonna pay.
Yeah,
The
I
worst.
no, I definitely lost a lot of mine to a brother and a dad.
Dad was
Ugh.
brutal. Dad would take
He was
any
brutal.
candy that
But to be
hoved
fair-
into his field of view.
In his defense, he also would be the first to bring us to a candy store on an off, like just a random time of year.
Yeah.
If I said, "Oh, I really want to go to a candy store," he'd be like, "Yeah, me too."
He does
Let's
love
go.
candy, it's true.
Yeah, I love
Nice.
candy,
Yeah.
He loves
Candy's
Swedish
good.
fish in any variant.
and our mom likes candy too. She likes gobstoppers.
Ooh, she's
Oh,
a
those
big
are fun.
everlasting gobstopper. Sometimes you get
Yeah.
those for trick or treat, and that's all her.
Yeah, we had there was always a box of those somewhere in the house that you could
Oh,
grab from,
that's fun.
and Swedish
All right.
fish, but
Yeah. What?
not for
Let's
me.
let's wrap that up here. This is our first video, so bear with us if there was any issues. We'll kind of work on it moving forward. And if you liked it, be sure to shoot us an email at Dan, Kelsie, or Amanda at storiespodcast.com. We'll see them when they come in. And if you have any other brackets you want to do or any other games you'd like to see us play, we'd love to hear from you.
All right. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you.
I've been Brock Rackets.
Oh.
I'm
Thank you.
Kelsie Lee.
And I'm Amanda Weldin.
And I'm
Thanks
Daniel
so much
Hinds.
for listening.
Thank you so much
sorry.
for listening. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.